Hello everyone and welcome to this extremely noob-friendly guide for setting up GitHub on your Windows machine using the SourceTree client over HTTPS. So today what we're going to do is set up a GitHub repository, use SourceTree to make a trivial commit to it, just to see exactly how we set SourceTree up. So the first thing we're going to want to do is log into our GitHub account. If you don't have a GitHub account, you can go to github.com and sign up for one, and it's free. And then you're going to want to create a new repository. In this case, I'm just going to create a test repository and just give it a whatever description. So it's going to be a public repository because I don't want to pay for this. And I'm going to initialize the repository with a README just so we have something in there. And we're going to ignore the git ignore and licensing for now. So I'm going to click create. And there's our repository. So now what we're going to want to do is set up SourceTree. So you can download SourceTree from sourcetreeapp.com. And then you just install it like you would any other Windows application. When you install it for the first time, launch it for the first time, it'll walk you through this to read the license agreement. Now it's going to download the version control systems. This takes a moment. For now, what we're going to do is skip the setup because I want to take you through the full setup of it. So once you click that skip setup, it'll take you to the application like you would normally launch it. So we're going to want to add our repository. So the way we do that is by going to the GitHub repo page. And we're going to want to make sure that we selected HTTPS, and we're going to want to get the clone URL. Click that to copy to your clipboard. And then in GitHub or in SourceTree, we're going to clone new. You're going to want to paste the path to your repository. Then it's going to set this destination path. By default, it'll put it in your documents directory, but you can place that wherever you want in your system. And what that's going to do is that directory is going to contain a mirror of all of the files that are on your in your GitHub repo. You're going to want to create the bookmark. You probably want it to be the same name as your repo. You could choose another name, but I think it just makes sense. So you're going to want to clone that. And then there you go. So what it did was it cloned the repository on GitHub to your local directory on your machine. The only thing that was in there was the README file. So now we can make a trivial commit to this file just to show you how that works. Wow, can't spell today. Hello world, save. So once you make a change to a file in that directory, if you wait a moment, it'll pop up, or you can just hit F5 and it'll refresh and show you. So what we did was we made a change to the readme.md file. We removed these lines, we removed the line show in red, and we added the line hello world that shows in green. So we're going to want to stage this to commit it, and then we're going to want to commit this change with a commit message. So now it shows that our master branch is one commit ahead of what it was when it was initially created. So this commit exists on our local machine. However, it did not automatically push it to GitHub. So GitHub will still show the original README file. So now what we need to do is to push this up to GitHub. There's two ways you can do that. You can push this big push button, or you can right click on the branch and push to origin. So it's going to ask you to authenticate to push, because obviously you need permissions to push to your repo. So I had it set to remember my password. So the next time I go to push, it'll automatically remember me on my local machine. Now, if I refresh the page, it's going to show hello world. So now I'm going to make another commit. Just to show that off again. Push that up. Shows that deleted that line, added that. Make a commit message. Commit that. Now this time I push. It shouldn't bug me for my password. It should just let me push. And there we go. And that's pretty much it for getting started with SourceTree.